Mic check, mic check. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Gaming News Live. Your host, Gifted Gamer 204, back at it again with another banger, man. Salute to everybody out there. Thank y'all for tapping in here today, May 28th, 2025, on a glorious Wednesday afternoon. It's a little bit gloomy over here on the East Coast, but it's all good. You understand what I'm saying? We here. So, we made it, people, all right? So thank y'all so much for being here. If you are new and it is your first time and you happen to enjoy yourself here, please make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share out the stream. We also offer memberships. That link is pinned at the top of the chat. Make sure you go ahead and click that and see what we got to offer here to become an official sponsor of the channel. We also have all of my handles in the description below, so make sure you go ahead and check that out as well. Thank y'all so much for being here. Usually give it a couple minutes before we start the main topics of the show. Usually take this little time right here to say what's up, see how everybody doing, before we go off into the main show, right? So give it a little bit of time to let the people come on in and stuff. Take it from there. Shout out to my brother Lunchi that's in the building already. Salute to you, my brother. And my brother Tim. What's going on, Tim? Appreciate you being here, man. Kind of slow out there today, huh? In the gaming, kind of slow out there. But we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen regardless. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all being here. Dogs of War, man. I appreciate you. Salute to you, my brother. Hope everything is good with y'all, man. We made it. We here. We here. Gonna speak on a few things out here. You know we make it happen regardless. It's a slow day in the gaming world today. All day. We got news. You know what I'm saying? We got news. It's all good. We gonna do this. Yeah, I seen that, Lunchi. Appreciate you, bro. I seen that, my brother. I got it locked in right here. I got it locked in. That my brother. Heard the news about Marvel Omniac. What? As it pertains to what? Yes. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button so y'all come on in. Facts. Yo, Michael West, my brother. What's happening with you, man? But yeah, as far as the Insomniac, what are we looking at here? What are we looking at as far as Insomniac? Um, Nasty work, man. Nasty work, man. Know what I'm saying? So we're gonna start the show in about 5 minutes. All right, 5 minutes. We starting the main. Let me see. So wait. Okay, it's on. Yo, my brother Low Rider is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta drop a bomb for my brother Low Rider, man. Yo, I appreciate you being here, bro. I appreciate you being here, my brother. Man, Low Rider was one of the first people. Sorry about that. Yo, Low Rider is one of my very, very first subscribers, man. When I had nothing, when I had like, I believe he came when I had like four or five subscribers, bro. Yo, Low Rider, good to see you here, my brother. I know you busy, bro, working hard. I'm glad you made it to one of my lives, bro. Let me see here. It's on Push Square. Hold on, let me look for it. Let me see. Hold up. You see how that report came out today, right? Everybody was talking about it today, and I brought it to y'all yesterday with the whole mind's eye that they said they were paying people off, talk bad about the game and things like that. I brought you that news yesterday. You understand what I'm saying? These are facts, ladies and gentlemen. These are facts. I don't see anything here about Insomniac. What's the title of the article? You can tell me. I'll look for it. Oh, wait. Are you talking about the internship? You talking about the internship? If you talking about the internship, yeah, I saw that. I did see the internship. I did see that, my brother. Yo, shout outs to Ruben in the building. Shout outs to Jay in the building. What's going on, man? I heard about the price drop, PS5 and 5 Pro. I'm not sure if it's in the US. Yeah, it's in the US. Yeah, we got it. We're gonna start the show in 2 minutes, people. Say Nintendo needs IP. Talking about nobody isn't. I didn't say nobody was gonna play. What talking about? I didn't say nobody was gonna play. Wasn't gonna play Mario. What we talking about? All right, let's get to it. I told you, Nintendo's job in the gaming industry. I told you the job that they took. They basically said, "Listen, we're not gonna continue on this path trying to battle it out with PlayStation and all that. We're gonna take our own path." So the path that they took is basically, I told you, was getting your kids when they were very small and introducing them video games. That's basically Nintendo's jobs. Then you grow up with Nintendo. So that's why we all come to love Nintendo when we're older, because that's what we first started gaming with. So it's like you will never forget your experience that you had with Nintendo, no matter how old you get, bro. Like, it's just not gonna happen. So, Nintendo basically took on that role, and the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? That's why when I'm seeing the new Donkey Kong game, you know, and all these games that are about to be announced. Imagine when they announce the new Luigi's Mansion, like the new Super Smash Brothers, the new Legend of Zelda game. Like, bro, you can't tell me everybody who grew up with these games are not gonna get excited once they see these games popping up. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Nintendo's out there, by the way, putting in work. And people know that if you turn on that Nintendo, you try to boot it up and things like that, you're gonna get shut down. They have this thing within the system that if you decide to try to log in right now and things like that, they could push a button and shut down your entire system and you won't be able to play. Like, you see, you're trying to be slick, like be the first one to start playing before everybody. Nintendo's going to see that. They're going to push the button, and that Switch that you have will no longer be in business. You're going to have to go back to the store and try to get yourself another one. So, yeah. Yo, my brother C Fresh is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Yo, C Fresh, what it do, my brother? So, let's get straight into the news, people. Y'all make sure I smash the like button as y'all come on and subscribe to the channel. Share out the stream. We offer memberships. That link is pinned at the top of the chat. Or if you want to donate directly, that link is in the description below. We also over on Twitch. Those of y'all follow me on Twitch, I appreciate y'all pulling up today. Let's get right into it, people. So for the first news of today's show, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Here we are. Lowrider, how you liking the new setup, my brother? I know you probably haven't seen the new setup I got going on over here and things like that. How you liking the new setup, bro? From where we came from. Crazy work. So anyways, shout outs to my brother Lunchi. Here we are, people. This is over at IGN. And EA is apparently canceling the Black Panther game and is closing Cliffhanger Games. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Here it is. Electronic Arts is canceling its planned Black Panther game and shutting down developer Cliffhanger Games, IGN has learned. In an email, sent to staff from EA Entertainment President Laura Miele said that these changes, alongside other recent cancellations and layoffs, are being done to sharpen our focus and put our creativity energy behind the most significant growth opportunities. Whatever that means. What the hell does that even mean? What are you talking about? Can you please explain what? This is my first time reading this article, by the way. Okay, it's breaking news. I just got it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just reading this for the first time right here. I'm already lost for words. My goodness. The audacity of these people are out of control. What the hell are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? In addition to closing Cliffhanger and canceling Black Panther, EA is also laying off some individuals on both its mobile and central teams. When asked for an exact number of individuals impacted, EA declined to comment. Of course they did. IGN understands the total numbers of affected individuals in the wave is less than the roughly 300 roles cut last month across Respawn and EA's fan care teams, but cannot confirm by how much. Quote, these decisions are hard, Miele wrote. They affect people we've worked with, learned from, and shared real moments with. We're doing everything we can to support them, including finding opportunities within EA where we've had success helping people land in new roles. Close quote. These people are out of control. Salute to Diana in the building. Get you being here. These people are out of control. They all over the place. What? How are you gonna close down a studio, fire a bunch of people, and then help them find work within the same company, bro? Yo, bro, that don't even make any sense. What is even happening? As with past rounds of layoffs, EA is endeavoring to place affected individuals in other roles across the company. The company has made us use this placement program with each round of layoffs in an effort that remains possible despite the constant team's cuts, likely due to EA seemingly drastically increasing headcount on other teams at the same time. This don't make no sense whatsoever, but whatever. Per Game Files reporting, EA employed 800 more people as of March of this year and did the same and this year than it did the same time in 2024, okay? To that end, Miel's email continues. The company is focusing on a small handful of franchises going forward. Battlefield, The Sims, Skate, and Apex Legends. There it is. There it is. That's what they want to do right there. Miel also reassures EA will continue to invest in its Iron Man game at Motive and the third Star Wars Jedi game, as well as it maintain its mobile business despite today's cost, while BioWare works on the next Mass Effect. Additionally, last year, CEO Andrew Wilson announced the company will be moving away from development of future licensed IPs that we do not believe will be successful in our changing industry, close quote. This is what I'm telling you, bro. You understand what these companies are looking forward to? It's right there in front of your face. What does it scream? It screams live service to you. It's right there. Boom. Here you go. Just in case you wasn't aware, we try to get some of that live service money. I.e., PlayStation is doing the same exact thing. We trying to get some of that live service money. Anyways, live service basically is what it is. What's going on here? They figure, yeah, this might sound cool, this Black Panther game. I don't think it's gonna print enough money for us. Shut it down. Shut it down. But it's a wrap. In our changing industry, okay? Oh, my bad. Y'all can't even. Hold up. My bad, y'all. My bad. I can't even read. Right there. Okay? In our changing industry, okay? Right here. That is the CEO talking. The email doesn't mention EA Sports, but this is due to Miel running EA Entertainment, while EA Sports is a separate division. IGN understands that the sports division is unaffected by these changes for now. Notably, Marvel and EA's agreement, which is, by the way, EA Sports, which is why I believe EA Big will never come back. That's why I believe EA Big will never come back, because they're just stuck on what's got these companies, right? Not just EA. I'll continue the article. But these companies, not just EA, that is all that they are focused on. Is it gonna print money for the company? We're not in it to please your nostalgic hearts with what you grew up with and want us to bring something back because you loved it back in the day, yada, yada, yada. It comes back out and it only sells about 100,000 copies. They're not interested. That's not good for business. Might be good for you, in your hearts, your minds, but it ain't good for them. It ain't good for their pockets. Don't make any sense. Okay? one of the greatest basketball games of all time, NBA Street Volume 2. Okay? One of the greatest games, sports games of all time. You don't know how much I would love for EA Big to come back and make another game of NBA Street, or even remake Street Volume 2. I would listen, man. I will pay $70 for a remake of NBA Street Volume 2. That's how much I used to love that game. But I know it's not gonna happen. It's wishful thinking. I gotta move on. It's not gonna happen, bro. The only way I could play it is if I go and do an emulator, get an emulator or somewhat or whatever it is, and boot up the old game, the original, and play it. I know EA ain't not gonna come back with no NBA Street. I gotta face the fact and I gotta deal with it. Let's continue though. We're here now, okay? Notably, Marvel and EA's agreement for Black Panther was part of a 3-game deal that included Iron Man and the third unannounced title. Little has been shown of Black Panther so far since the announcement in 2023, though we know from a job listing it was to be a single-player action-adventure open-world game. Black Panther was being developed by a newly formed, now closed, Cliffhanger Games, which was formed in 2023 with some former developers of Middle-earth, Shadow of the Mordor, and headed up by Kevin Stevens. These cuts come on the heel of multiple other rounds of layoffs and cancellations at EA over the last few years, and especially in 2025. Just last month, EA laid off roughly 300 individuals, including around 100 at Respawn, while canceling an in-development Titanfall game and another incubation project. Earlier this year, EA restructured BioWare, moving some other developers to other projects and laying off others. I don't know why that made me laugh. I'm sorry. All I keep seeing is layoff. You're fired. You get your ass up. You're fired. By the way, in 2024, there was a massive. Oh no, I already read that. My bad. Oh yeah. Restructuring. Oh yeah, there was a massive restructuring at EA that resulted in 670 workers laid off company-wide. Okay? Including around 24 workers at Respawn. And in 2023, 50 jobs were cut at BioWare and an unknown number were cut at Codemasters. Meanwhile, EA recently implemented mandatory return to office for all workers, a move that some employees told IGN has left many currently remote workers with concerns about what will happen to their roles long term. When asked for a comment on the exact number impacted, reason for these updated cuts, or if more cuts are expected in the near future, EA referred IGN back to Miel's email. Marvel has not yet responded to IGN's request for Valentine. So that is the article right there. Yeah, as far going back to Marvel, they had an agreement here. You know, they had a 3-game deal. So I don't know what's gonna happen since they're canceling this game. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see what the consequences are as far as that goes. I don't understand this move because you're still going on to make the Iron Man game and you're canceling the Black Panther game. I don't get what's going on here. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna say, oh, it's because of the contract, then why isn't Black Panther being made? It's under contract. You sign a 3-game deal. So you need to put out 3 games, not 2. So I don't know how this is gonna work as far as the contract. Are they gonna have to pay Marvel back for the license? I don't know. That's something that EA is gonna have to deal with. Bro, the amount of layoffs that's happening over there, firings and things like that, is out of control, bro. Now the mandatory return back to office, I do feel like that is necessary. For all these developers that work at EA and everybody who is working remotely, I just feel like when you go into the office, you're gonna get, you will be more productive. You get a lot of stuff done. You are more focused, I will say as well. Once you return to work, because you outside of your comfort zone, you know you're around all your employee colleagues, I should say, and you know it's just always it's a better thing. You're around all the other developers. You can learn something new. Y'all help each other out right there and then in real time. You get things done a lot quicker, right? So that I am in agreement with. These people, like, they need to go back to the office. They need to go back to work. Now, this whole thing right here, they need to clear this up. Well, they don't really need to clear this up because the CEO spoke right here. Hey, this is what you need to look at right here. All he got to worry about now is what is he going to tell Marvel? That's basically his biggest hurdle here because they signed that 3-game deal. That's his biggest hurdle. But as far as anything else goes, he already know which direction he wants to move. And they told us right here. Apex Legends, Skate, The Sims, Battlefield, the new Star Wars Jedi, the trilogy that's gonna wrap up the Star Wars Jedi games, and the Mass Effect game. From there on out, live servers all day, every day. That's what he's doing. So, again, listen, man. This is almost sounding now like another day at the office, like just another day in the gaming industry. This is what This is what it sounds like to me. Now, this is almost once a month or something. Like people getting laid off throughout the entire gaming industry. It's like layoffs, firings, closing down studios, canceling games. This studio's getting shut down. Bye. It's almost turning out to be almost, just another day at the office type of deal, So those developers over there, man, they gotta within the gaming industry. I don't know what they're gonna do. They need to find a solution. They need to somewhat try to come together. I don't know to do what. I don't know. I don't get paid to put ideas out there for them like that. But that's a sticky situation, man. And Andrew Wilson is out here playing no games. He's letting it be known his intentions for his company. He's letting you know what it is that he wants to do. And wasn't Andrew Wilson considered to take over SIE at one point, I believe? I forgot where I read. I think I read that somewhere. Just imagine Andrew Wilson running SIE. But anyways, that's the article. That's the breaking news. We're no longer getting this game, but at least we're still getting 1943, Rise of Hydra. I think that's next year, right? They said, yeah, next year. So hey, if we wanted to have a playable character as Black Panther, at least we still gonna get a game that's gonna allow us to do it, And that's it, bro. That's all we could go by with this. The CEO has spoken. He ain't trying to waste no more money. He ain't trying to waste no more time. Knows which direction he wants to move in, and he's sticking to his guns. That's where he's trying to take his live server. That's all you got. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this one here. This is crazy work, man. Yo, Molly, we in the building. Appreciate you pulling up, my brother. Appreciate you pulling up, bro. Facts. Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly, bro. Exactly. Uh, but yeah, man, we're gonna move on to the next topic here, man. Um, so if in case y'all don't know, the days of play is officially up and running. Okay. But just real quick, those of y'all who are looking to upgrade your plus subscriptions, okay? And this is something that happened last time, I remember. Um, I think it was a few years back. I was trying to upgrade or something like that, and it didn't allow me. So it's back again. So pay attention, right? Uh, In the past, one PS Plus deal exempts current subscribers looking to maintain their current subscription, okay? Um, from May 28th to June 11th, Sony is offering a 33% discount on 12 months PS Plus memberships to subscribers or players looking to upgrade to another tier. However, this offer is not available to players who want to keep subscribing at their current tier, okay? This has been a long-running complaint from subscribers who simply want to maintain their current membership status at a discount. So, let's say you in Essential, right? PlayStation Essentials. And you want to stay there and get the 33% discount that they're offering. You're not going to be able to do that. In order to get the 33%, you will have to go up a tier, like PlayStation, I believe it's Core. Or, no, not Core. I forgot what's the other one that comes after Essential. But you will have to bump up to the next one. I believe it's Extra. Um, and that's what people are complaining about. I remember because back then, a couple years back, um, and I was like, "Yo, what's up? I can't resubscribe to the same tier. They don't give me the discount. It was only if I had moved up a tier that they would give it to me." Oh yeah, I was pretty pissed back then. So, however, that's still continuing on. So just keep in mind that if you're trying to re-up on your subscription, trying to use that, you're gonna have to move up which I don't understand why. I don't like that. Don't like that for one bit. Like what? Like why? Like that don't make no sense, bro. People want to stay in their tier. How do you not allow somebody to stay paying you? If this isn't free, I'm still paying you. I just want to stay right here in Essentials. I want to stay right here. I'm good where I'm at. I've been with you for so many years. Can I get the damn 33% off? No. I got to move up? That don't make no sense. Anyways, this is everything that's on sale right now. I'm not going to read everything, okay? These are all the games, right? PS4 and PS5. Okay. And these are the PlayStation consoles and accessories. Now, if you go to the store, this is what you're gonna end up seeing right here. Okay, on their website. Oh. Okay, this is what you're gonna end up seeing right here. Everything is on sale. I was looking. What I didn't see, and maybe if y'all saw it, like, let me know. I didn't see the PlayStation Portal. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I didn't see the PlayStation Portal being. But everything else is on sale. Like they got this collection on sale, $100 off. All the DualSense controllers right here. Got them all, right? The DualSense Edge controllers, you get save $30. Everything in the store is on sale. But I didn't see the portal. I did not see the portal. Okay. So there it is right there. This is the time if you in the market, get yourself a PlayStation. Look, they got bundles all over the place. The PS5 Pro is $50 off. Okay. Look at it right there. $50 off. And man, listen. If you're looking to upgrade your console from where you at right now, this is the time to do it. We don't know what's going to happen after this. Okay? This is not, this is not saying that PlayStation is going to stay at the low price that where they are at right now and things like that. This is the deal that's in place right now. Take advantage. Because if you don't, we don't know what the price is going to be once the deal comes off. Right? So don't wait to see what's going to happen. Like, if you got the money right now and you're in the market for it right now, go for it. That's the best console in the market right now. Okay? Don't let nobody fool you. This is it right here. This is the best console right now. You get everything in one box. You're getting those PlayStation exclusives and you're getting those Xbox games. Okay? All in one box. Some PC games are even starting to make its way over to console, like I told you. So, plus you'll be able to play them the best way possible. No questions asked. So, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. Real quick, this is new for the PS Plus Premium. If you're a premium member, show you here. So you're now getting a free trial of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. And you're getting a 4-hour. Okay? This is what I be telling you. PlayStation Premium is fire. In case you didn't know. I told you all the games I got to play with PlayStation Premium, which let me know if I wanted to buy the game or not. Bunch of them games gave me 3-hour trials. Some were 2, depending on the game, right? 2, 3 hours. I remember playing Yakuza, one of those Yakuza games. They gave me 10 hours, bro. 10 to try out the game. You don't like it after 10 hours? Goodbye. Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's in consideration. Well, we don't know yet, but due to that score, we could be looking at potential game of the year right here. So what better way? 4 hours. Just in case you was debating on whether to get the game or not. 4 hours. PlayStation Plus Premium. There you go. Get to download it and play it. All right? And also, if you do like it, your progress carries over to when you actually buy the game. So you don't have to start from scratch. Just continue the story right there. Boom, wherever you landed. Just letting you know, okay? No sale on the portal? Oh, okay. I just buy the old games when they go on sale. Makes more sense to me, skipping a monthly fee. Okay. Yeah, that's smart. Games are always going on sale. And listen, man, if you are you are a gamer, but listen, all the gamers, there are sales happening everywhere right now. Everywhere. Everywhere you look, it's a sale going on right now. You look at the Steam charts, there's a Steam sale right now. Look at this. There's special offers here all the time. There's sales everywhere you look. Look at this. There's sales everywhere. Okay? Epic Store. Epic Store has a sale. Mega sale happening. Look at this. These games are deliver at all costs. Free. Sale. Look at this. $30. $29. So wherever you at, there's a sale happening. Right? If you in the market to trying to, you're trying to buy a game right now or whatever, there's sales everywhere you look. But yeah, I was looking for the portal and I can't find it, bro. I would have loved to see a discount on the portal because maybe I would have gotten it. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially the Midnight Black one. So yeah, I was kind of sad to see that the portal is not in this Days of Play. It's so weird to me. Everything else is on sale except the portal. So it's weird. They did also drop a trailer today. We're gonna take a look at it right now. Okay, we're gonna take a look at this trailer real quick. Let's do it.
Some say you can't have it all. Clearly. Some say you can't have it all. Clearly, they've never been here. Here, every world, every story is too good to miss. This is where Unbelievable shows up to play.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This place, it's different from the rest. Once you're in it, there's no going back. Play the unmissable on PlayStation 5.
Woo. Woo. That's a fire trailer right there. Did we catch Marathon here or what? Did we catch it or what? Coming October 2nd, this goes to Yote. Contains a mix of in-game cinematics captured on PS5 and non-gameplay footage. Got Helldivers right here. The all cinematics. We got Death Stranding 2 coming June 26th. Get ready for that. Let's see here. And there is Marathon, ladies and gentlemen. There's Marathon, ladies and gentlemen. Coming September 23rd, 2025. It seems like there ain't gonna be no delay. It seems like they're like, yo, put the game out. I don't want to hear about no delay. Put the damn game out. Do what you gotta do. Have it ready for. And listen. Being that all this just happened with Bungie and Marathon and things like that, maybe Sony, because you know, putting trailers together takes a little bit of time, right? It could take up months sometimes to put a trailer together and things like that. You got to go through pre-production and all that before putting a trailer out to the public. So maybe all this was happening. Maybe they had their trailer already, you know, ready to go, and then all of this happened with the stealing of the artwork and things like that. But also, Sony has the ability to remove the Marathon segment from the trailer as well. How long does that take? I don't know. Because if you start seeing, they will have to remove this whole segment out. And then it goes into all the games that they have. And then I think they show it one more time. Let me see. Oh, so yeah. Sony definitely, so this would have been easy for them. This would have been easy for them to basically take this portion out of the trailer. And the fact that they didn't do it, because they could have done this like in 2 days and take the Marathon thing out of it. The fact that they didn't do it, they're sticking to the September 23rd release date there. They might be like, yo, we don't care what's happening. Put the damn game out. Some of us were thinking that there was going to be some sort of delay or even a cancellation happening. According to this trailer, okay? According to this trailer, none of that is going to happen. But yeah, that's just the latest trailer coming out of SIE. Also, let me show you this Tomb Raider remaster trailer that they dropped, right? They're right here as well. They got all the Tomb Raiders, I believe, 1 through 6. Okay.
Got to go.
Woo. So many memories.
think I
available
could get
now.
used to this?
Lara Croft, one of the GOATs. You understand? One of the GOATs, man. There it is, available right now. Man, this was one of the first games I bought on my Sega Saturn. When I had my Sega Saturn, Tomb Raider was one of the first games I bought. So shout out to Tomb Raider and Lara Croft, man. One of the GOATs in the gaming in facts. So, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. Got a couple more news to speak on, right? So continue on to Insider Gaming real quick. The Last of Us show has reportedly leads to increase in The Last of Us Part 2 sales, okay? According to this, the Last of Us Part 2 remastered saw roughly 2 million units in sales during the Season 2's airing window. The Last of Us Part 2 launched on the PlayStation 5 in January 2024 and to PC April of 5, okay? The PC release took place just before the start of Season 2, and according to SteamDB, had a peak concurrent user count of 30,000. Data for its performance on PlayStation 5 isn't publicly available. So that's it right there. And just in case wasn't here a couple days ago, we did say that, it was yesterday. The show season finale had a viewership drop by 55%. That should tell you how season 2 went. Okay? That right there tells you how season 2 went. That the finale of it had a 55% drop. That's straight disgusting, bro. They were averaging around 37 million viewers per episode, okay? Let me just tell you what started to hear all that noise as why PlayStation and Naughty Dog is coming out with the remaster collection, with that collection they came out with, part 1 and part 2, when they bundled it up, a bundle for $100. Oh, remaster, and I kept saying this is why they are remastering. I mean, this is why they're coming back out with it. Because of this. The show is about to drop. Season 1 basically had historic numbers, bro, per episode. Season 1 was averaging like 33 million viewers per episode. Season 2 is about to come out. Why not put it out? And here's the answer why. They sold an extra 2 million copies of the game. Enough said. We don't need to talk about it no more. Okay? That's why. That's why you need to separate being a consumer and putting yourself in, the shoes of these CEOs and things like that. Developers and things like that. Because you need to be able to see both sides of the fence. Okay? So, you need to be able to play both sides of the fence. But yeah, that's it right there. I'm not gonna last too long on this. Because we also got more news coming out of PlayStation, right? We're crossing over to Eurogamer. We have here Housemark, okay? They had some things to say. Where is it? Did I take it off? Okay, it comes down. All right, it's over here. So, we already know they're set to release their new AAA Saros here. So they say here, right? This is a quote from them. It comes down to the studio's DNA and being respectful of our history and understanding what makes us special. Creative director Gregory Luden tells me during the studio's 30th anniversary celebration in Helsinki. It is the fact that we play like an arcade game, and we don't compromise on that. I need to drop a bomb. You understand what I'm saying?
Finish him.
Is one of the reasons I love Returnal so much as well. You know, it feels arcadey. It feels like every time I picked up the control and went on a run, it was like you know, like, all right, let me go on a run. Let me see how it feel, like how far I get today. You know, so shout outs to Housemarque. The entire studio has an incredible passion towards the idea that the moment someone picks up the DualSense, they know it's a Housemarque game. Continues. And that's similar to the best arcade games. When you go up to the cabinet, you can feel it instantly. So it's through us understanding that that's what makes Housemarque unique. That is our voice. And for us, how can we add more elements to it? When it came to Returnal, Student says a big new pillar was the game's narrative. Studio wanted to add storytelling to Returnal. The creative director explains before teasing that with Saros, a game he still can't talk too much about, the team has again added something else to the Housemarque formula. Quote, we're just building on top of a rock solid foundation. So I think the arcade sensibility, my opinion, will always be there. He adds that when Saros was first revealed back in February, players immediately knew it was a Housemarque game just by the bullets flying into the camera during the announcement trailer. There's this element of it. If it's not broken, don't fix it. And Housemarque games are still some of the best playing games, so why would we have no plans not to do any of that? The sensibility continues because we are so protective of it and passionate about it. Close quote. To wrap up, oh no, wait, there's more. He continues here. We're a unique part of the portfolio. This is him talking about why Sony wanted to bring Housemarque into its family of PlayStation Studios. Okay? Says, we're a unique part of the portfolio and hopefully expanding the audience and taking these arcade sensibilities to masses. I think that's kind of our mission. Housemarque was acquired by Sony in 2021, providing the team with financial stability and resources. Sony was also very helpful during the development of Returnal. Quentin says, and without this, Housemarque wouldn't be able to release its game. Thanks to becoming a fully fledged member of the PlayStation Studios family, Housemarque is now able to pursue its next dream with Saros in earnest. PlayStation has been supportive of our creative vision, Ludin says. With Returnal, they believed in this wild game. And was it the same for Saros? When Housemarque first pitched it, they were like, yes, continue, says Ludin. Whenever I see PlayStation, and real quick on that one right there, okay? Bend Studios. Because I don't understand why people keep saying that PlayStation, blaming PlayStation for not coming out with a Days Gone Part 2. When it was clear as day, it came out of Bend Studios developer's mouth that they never pitched the idea to play. So how can the game ever come out if they never spoke to PlayStation? It would have been the same situation right here. What if they would have said, nah, let's not go to PlayStation. Let's not pitch it. I think they're going to say no. We would have had the same situation. You go and take the idea up to the heads of the studio and see what they say. It's unbelievable. And then Sony Bend Studios goes on ahead and tries to do a live service game. later on gets canceled by PlayStation. Excuse me. But somehow, that's PlayStation's fault. When Ben Studios could have been working on a Days Gone Part 2. You understand how it's a domino effect? They just the butterfly effect. They decided to not do something, right? Moving along. Here they are making a live service game. Moving along, that live service game is canceled. Everybody starts blaming PlayStation. You see how all that turn of events happened? So, he continues. Whenever I see PlayStation's first party lead, Herman Host, he says, bring on the bullets. Looting continues. He's been such a supporter of Housemarque and our identity. There's been very little of Housemarque's need change. If anything, it has been, we bought you for a reason. Your Housemarque. This game should be a Housemarque game.
Finish him.
It's right there. It's right here. Just in case, you know, it feels like PlayStation be letting these people, these studios, come up with their ideas, bro. They let them, like, yes, you part of PlayStation Studios for a reason. Be the reason why we brought you in. Okay? They showed that with Returnal. Now they're going to show it with Saros. Ben Studios could have done the same thing, bro. But people find a way to blame PlayStation for some reason. Everybody that works with PlayStation only has wonderful things to say. Okay? Shift Up being one of the latest ones. We saw how they spoke about PlayStation. We saw what PlayStation did for them. Bought their whole Shift Up made so much money, they decided to buy all their staff PlayStations. Who was the latest one? Arrowhead spoke recently about PlayStation, how a tremendous help they were in the success of Helldivers 2. Everybody who works with PlayStation, bro, they say the same thing. So why would Ben Studios think for 1 second that Sony PlayStation was gonna shut the idea down of a Days Gone Part 2? You gotta shoot your shot, bro. If PlayStation is who everybody seems to be saying that they are, why not shoot your shot? Go for it. Chances are you're gonna get a yes, then you're gonna get a no. By the way, everybody speaks on PlayStation. So stop blaming PlayStation for Ben Studios not delivering a Days Gone 2 or anything else. Because they give the freedom to these developers, these studios. They give them the freedom. Do what you gotta do, bro. There's also no record indicating that he put up these studios like Santa Monica and Blue Point and Ben Studios and Guerrilla to go ahead and make a live service games. I haven't seen no indication that that's what Sony told them to do. So if you see that, bring it to my attention so I can look for it and pull it up. So maybe when Jim Ryan was up there talking about 12 live service games, maybe these people got excited. and probably say, yo, let's take a crack at it. We might get some money here that's going to last us for a very long time. Let's go for it. But it wasn't a direct order from PlayStation to go to Santa Monica and be like, yo, I need a live service game. I haven't seen that. It's crazy, bro. This is why I'm bringing you this article every time, so you could have a clear understanding of what is happening here. Look at how these people are talking about PlayStation. They got the freedom. Yes, your Housemarque. Do it. They don't feel the need. They got to change up their style. Okay? They don't got to change up their style. That's Housemarque. They took this style and they created greatness. Imagine that. One of the greatest games of this entire generation. This Housemarque. Sony said, go ahead, do it. It didn't sell that good? I don't care. Go ahead and do the damn game. Y'all do what y'all do. Don't worry about us over here with the sales. We got it. So, shout outs to my brother. You understand what I'm saying? That's my brother Michael West right there. You know what I'm saying? Facts. Coming up in here, dropping a firebomb up in here.
Finish him.
Appreciate you, my brother. Has Craig Mazin watched the Last of Us game, or did Neil Druckmann just tell me what happened in the game? I don't know if he played if he played the game. I don't know. I do believe he knows about the story because he was talking to Neil Druckmann about it, letting him know like, oh, your story is better than 28 Days Later and things like that, you know. So I'm pretty sure he's seen it. If he played the game, I'm not too sure about that. All I know is that season 3 needs to come back strong. And by the looks of it, because I've read something. Do I have that here? I don't know if I have that here. He told the girl who plays Abby to get ready because season 3 is about to get it's about to get crazy. So she said that she don't know what he meant by that, but that is gonna get crazy. So she told her to prepare to lock in, and I believe they're gonna start filming this summer, if I'm not mistaken, for season 3. So stay tuned. Appreciate you, my brother. You already know. We're gonna continue here, okay? So, we're down here. Being part of a PlayStation Studios, we're down here now. Being part of PlayStation Studios has also given the developer something beyond these more materialistic benefits. Sony's acquisition of Housemarque almost 4 years ago opened the door to a network of fellow game studios, which the team could talk to and learn from. To quote Ludin, it has allowed for a supercharged Housemarque, meaning the studio is able to push its vision further than ever before. Here it is at the BAFTA Awards, okay? Winning all these awards. Which I told you I believe they got robbed at the Game Awards, all right? Even though I asked very nicely, the developers are not able to say exactly how they are pushing Housemarque's vision with Saros or what their initial pitch for the game actually was. But despite this secrecy, the Housemarque leads say that the studio has used learnings from Returnal to help shape its next release. They quote, I think when we look at Returnal, there's all these things that we know we could have done differently. Housemarque's brand director, Mikhail Averi, tells me. Not necessarily because we did the wrong choice or anything, but more in terms of, okay, what gives you more of this type of experience. This has seen development team looking at measurables such as player stats and bringing all of their findings together. Like, okay, maybe we need to give some more weapons for the next run. Haveri elaborates. Come back stronger. That's what they have that saying in the game. Come back stronger is because of that. Starrow's slogan, there it is, the slogan. Very much speaks on that behalf. This is a new hero, and his abilities to come back stronger, whatever that may mean, it draws from learnings of Returnal for sure. Because remember, Returnal, once you die and you come back, it's like you started from the beginning, and you gotta build yourself back up again, right? So they learned from that. Maybe that was a little bit too hard on gamers. They couldn't get through the game, and maybe they're learning it. I hope it's not that they're trying to make the game easier for people, but let's see. So there it is. Let me see here, but let me just wrap it up here. Haveri adds PlayStation's trophies, which are often tied to bosses in games, are a good way to track how many players have completed certain areas. Name checking Returnal's nemesis. That was a really nice midway point, Haveri said. I don't think most people thought the game was actually ending. At this point, I tell Haveri, absolutely did think the game was ending because Nemesis had been my nemesis for what had felt like days, and I was so proud of myself when I finally got past her. But that's one of those things, Haveri says. How do you create experiences where after overcoming it, you feel that level of satisfaction? That doesn't come easily. And many people were really frustrated with Nemesis. But it's then about, did they keep up with it or didn't they? And in essence, that's the story of Celine, is perseverance, overcoming these things. We want to make games where you get those feelings of satisfaction, of overcoming, and have more people come to those kinds of feelings, all right? So yeah, man, that's it right there. Shout outs to Housemarque. I can't wait to see more gameplay this year. I believe Returnal won the Game of the Year at the BAFTA award. But yeah, shout outs to them. I can't wait for Saros. We're gonna continue on. Just understand, right? That I just brought you this so you can have a clear understanding of all of this, right? Like, sometimes people just say things because they hating or whatever. Look into it, I would say. Look on your own time, right? Like, don't just listen to what people saying out there. Look into it and see what is what went on behind the scenes. Find information like that. You know, to let you know. But that's why I'm here, right? That's why I'm here. Like, I'll be bringing things like that to y'all. Just so you can know. Sony, the way it sounds like is Sony gives them the freedom. Give them freedom. What you gotta do. So, to wrap it up, like, that's what happened. Like, remember when they came and they canceled those 2 games with Bluepoint and Ben Studios, that everybody was going crazy or whatever. Why you got these studios doing these games? Like, that could have been the studios that wanted to do those games. And PlayStation said, okay, go ahead. But it's not the way it was. People were making it seem like it was PlayStation that was telling them, go ahead and do the live service games. See what I'm saying? So always look a little deeper into the situation to see what's going on. We're going to keep it moving, ladies and gentlemen. Because apparently here, the Order 1886 could have been a big trilogy of PlayStation games. It was originally planned as the first entry in a trilogy containing the Order 1891 and the Order 1899, a member of the Ready at Dawn development team has revealed. In an interview with YouTuber Julian, he has of VGC, former creative director of the now closed studio, Ru Wirasuria, Pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right. Shared the team's original plans. After the first game, he said a 10-page pitch for a sequel was written that touched on bigger combat encounters and the inclusion of multiplayer. This follow-up apparently made it to a very early stages of development, but was canceled. As for the third title, Wira Surya explained he had drafted plans for where the franchise would go, even went as far as to write stories where the IP is based in the 20th century. Ready at Dawn never got the chance to turn to 1886 into a series, as Wira Surya agrees with comments made by one of the developers' co-founders, Andrea Pacino, that the poor launch reviews killed the chances of a big follow-up being made. And that's sad. Earlier this year, Pacino spoke of the critical reception being the reason why the game never received a sequel. Sony, quote, Sony is a very proud group and rightfully so. And the critical reception, if it had been just in the 70s, we would have had the sequel, I'm convinced. Just a few points more, it would have been okay. The average score on Metacritic landed on a 63, with a slightly higher user score of a 6.8. It was claimed that the internal reviews were tracking way higher than the public critic response. And in reality, the studio needed another year to get the first game into proper shape. However, its February 2015 release date was considered non-negotiable, so Ready at Dawn had to cut a lot of content. This resulted in a situation where a lot of more subtle narrative parts were lost because so much was chopped away and things were supposed to be interactive became a movie. Okay, so that's it right there. Listen. People already coming out. Oh, a trilogy would have been so great. But, bro, this had a user score of 6.8. So what we talking about here? Oh, but so now y'all would have given it an 8? That's what you're saying? That's what you're saying? Regardless of how the game came out, right? Check this out. Regardless of how the game came out, is what people saying. That if it came out, if you were to go back in time, you would have given it an 8 because you wanted to see the trilogy. The trilogy happened. That's what y'all saying. This is the whole thing that's happening is nostalgia is kicking in. Is what I'm telling you. Nostalgia's kicking. I want that old thing back. It ain't coming back. It's done. So if somehow people out there thinking that there's gonna be another game made, it's not happening. Okay? It's not happening. It's done. 6.8 and a Metacritic of a 63. So it's done. No, I didn't play this game. I didn't play it. One of the best games? This is, you see, like you saying that, right? Lunchi played it, right? He's saying it's good. So this is the thing. Like, why does this game have a 6.8? This is the thing that I be tripping over. It's like hot. Like, what went wrong then? But now people see this news and they're like, oh, Sony should do it. Yeah, do the trilogy. For what? When it came out, the people who voted on the Metacritic or whatever gave it a 6.8. So listen, it ain't happening. To wrap it up here. Where was I? Okay. So after creating the Order of 1886, the California developer began making VR games that was eventually acquired by Oculus Studios. In August 2024, the studio was shut down as a result of budget constraints. Sir Galahad, the main character of 1880, was at least honored in a post-launch update, Astrobot, adding him as a new collectible special bot. Would you have been interested in a full trilogy? And also, let me tell you something. Why this game is not gonna see the light of day or whatever, the trilogy, okay? Because this man right here, okay, the creative director of the now closed studio, Mr. Ru Wirasuriya, is now, which this news I brought to y'all yesterday or the day before, I believe it was. It was the day before. He is not over Atlantis Studio. There you see his name right here. Ru Rasuri. Can we drop a bomb up in? I keep telling y'all, man. Y'all rocking with the gifted one here, lady. Here we are. Here we are. I told you. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, man. Facts. So, he co-founded this studio, Atlantis Studio, okay? So it's Ru Wirasuriya and Nico Augusto, and headquartered in Avignon, France, has announced its establishment. So there it is. They're working on this is them right here, okay? They are working on a new game. It is a AAA game, by the way, okay?
Like, every minute, every day is challenging.
It's a minute
I know
long.
who you are, what you've done. I know who you are, what you've done. So for me, it's very challenging. Like, every minute, every day is challenging. I'm very lucky to have you here.
When you've known somebody for such a long time, you start understanding what their passions are, what they want to do. And I know Nico, for example, has spent years trying to do something out of his passion. And it's always great to see people like that, because that's what we need in our industry. The great thing about me in my career, after having done what I've done, is to be able to kind of come in and help. And that's why I'm here. You know, it's something that people don't realize enough in this industry, that you need to just keep going, keep going, keep going. And perseverance and hard work is actually what makes great games.
Today, I'm super happy having not be alone anymore. Ru is here, the team is fantastic. We have a great project that's coming up.
I'm at a place actually that I want to do something that I'm passionate about, and I want to help, and I want to bring whatever I can and whatever my past actually has taught me. I want to kind of be able to inculcate it where I can. Working with the team here, especially in France, which is dear to me, and when I had the opportunity to come in and partner up, it's been a pretty cool journey thus far.
And there it is, Atlantis Studios. Okay, it is gonna run Unreal Engine 5. Okay, just in case. Let me up here. It is gonna be Unreal Engine 5. It doesn't say here what type of game they're planning on working on. No. Okay. They are hiring. But yeah, it's gonna be an Unreal UE5 game. Just keep that in mind. Okay. So there you go. All right. There you go. That's where he's at now. So ain't no gonna be no more what you call it, the order happening out here. It's done. Anyways, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. We're gonna keep it moving, ladies and gentlemen. We're crossing over to the Metacritic because apparently Elden Ring Night Ring, we're not gonna last too long on this one, has a score. Let me refresh this. Yup, 78. So got a Metacritic score of 78. I don't know what went wrong here. No. What we got here? PS5 has 71 reviews. Xbox has 8 reviews.
Finish him.
Absolutely disgusting. Out of those people over there on Xbox, 8 reviews. 8 for an Elden Ring game. 8. That's what you got. That's all you got? Even make it. You can't even make it to 10 reviewers, bro. 8 critic reviews. This is absolutely disgusting, bro. It's disgusting, bro. That platform, straight basura, bro. And PC had a 42 critic review. There you go. And look, the score is this high because of Xbox. They over here with an 87 with their little 8 reviews. So that boosted up the score. This is crazy. It's so crazy to me how some people give games 95s and stuff like that. And then you will see people give games. Look. Six. How do you go from a 95 score, a 90 score, to a 60, bro? It's so weird to me how you can just have 2 totally different experiences the same game. Like, that's bad, bro. A 60? Let me see. This is VGC, by the way. VGC. Elden Ring Night Rain is overly clumsy attempt to graft multiplayer antics to one of the best RPGs ever. While its roguelike elements may entertain, a lack of variety and uneven combat system ultimately make a curious slideshow that doesn't come close to the series that shares its name. So they're mad. They basically trying to say, like, they out here just trying to grab money. That's what it is. They milking the cow, bro. Basically what it is. They like, bro, you putting on a sideshow that nobody wants to see. Nobody wants to play. Just try to bring in your name, Elden Ring. Try to go about it with your little multiplayer antics and things like that, and it's not working. They pissed. So that's why they gave it that low score like that. Go up here. Go to the game. Let me see what the gamer said. Right? Diving into game after game, experiencing that Souls-like loop in a microcosm was unbelievably satisfying, and those moments of victory have never felt better. There are some minor quirks, like the lack of cross-platform play and spongy bosses, but on the whole, Night Rain is one of the most inventive things to come out from software since it coined the Souls-like genre. I don't know. First of all, you can't do no cross-platform. I don't know why that's not improved. Saying that this is one of the most inventive things, I will have to play this game for myself. It seems like he didn't want to downplay the game. That's what this review is sounding like to me. Like he wasn't trying to badmouth it, I should say. Excuse me. Sounds like they weren't trying to badmouth the game to be good, you know, with Bandai probably. But VGC gave it to you raw. They're like, listen, man, we're not here for this sideshow, you milking the cow type of situation. We don't like it. We don't like it. Let me see who reviewed this on Xbox. Look at this. The bootleg. Xbox era to be determined. Xbox Tavern to be determined. Where's Jez Corden? That's what I want to know. Where's Jez Corden at? Where you at? Where you at? Anyways. That's it right there. I'm not going to last too much time on this one. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. I also heard it's not safe to play EA Online right now. Why not? What happened? What happened? It was just hating because it was an exclusive. That's nasty work, bro. That's nasty work. Yeah, Michael, I heard Joe's coming back. That they might be potentially a lot of people coming back. Yeah. Facts. We're gonna continue on here. So the Summer Game Fest is upon us. Okay, shout outs to Jeff Keighley. Y'all know how we do over here. Shout outs to Jeff Keighley. Facts. Announcing all the partners for round 1. Keep in mind up here. How can we? Hold on. See if I can pull it up here. If I can pull it. Yeah, there we go. So these are all the people that were gonna be, all the studios. This is, as you see up top, it says round 1. So we are expecting to see more studios popping up. And look, I mean, everybody's gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? PlayStation's gonna be there. Nintendo, Xbox, Sega, Supermassive, Steam, Pearl Abyss, Dreamhaven, Embark, 505, 2K, Amazon Games, Annapurna, Atari, Bandai, and it goes on and on, right? MetaQuest is gonna be there. Like Epic Games is gonna be there. CD Projekt Red is gonna be there. Listen, and Square Enix is gonna be there. So yeah, this is just round 1. So, hopefully, we get to see some games. I'm not expecting no craziness to come out of Summer Game Fest. Okay, so I'm already keeping my expectations to a minimum. Okay, I'm just happy that we getting, Summer Game Fest, show off new games. Let's see what's out there and things like that. I'm not looking for any type of exclusive. We might get like 1 or 2 of them. That's gonna be crazy. Like, but don't think that this is gonna be on some Game Awards 2024 trailers type of situation. Cause that's not what it's gonna be. Okay? That's not what it's gonna be. So don't try to compare it to Game Awards 2024 and don't do that. Cause that's not what it's gonna be. So, lock in. This is coming to us. Right here? June 6th, I believe it. We are gonna live stream that, so you're right. You already know. Also, Kojima is gonna be there. Okay, Kojima is gonna be there. He announced it. So get ready for that. I am expecting. I don't know if he's gonna show up more of Death Stranding, because he's been doing something on Twitter that he's been showing like little clips of Death Stranding 2. He showed some today. That he's gonna show more tomorrow. Maybe he brings something to the table. At Summer Game Fest. But what I think he's gonna bring, if Xbox doesn't bring it, is some footage of OD. That's what I think he's gonna show. Because, and again, that's if Xbox doesn't already. He might show, or maybe Xbox shows it in its showcase, and then he just shows a little bit more, goes a little bit more in detail at the Summer Game Fest. And I say that because if you look at their IMBD page, this is OD, okay? And up for you. If you see right above me, it's in post production right now. So that means the game is pretty much ready to go. Right? It's in post production. You're wrapping things up, getting everything, ready. for release. But as far as the game is done. Right? The game is done. So that's why I feel like we're going to see something coming out of OD this Summer Game Fest. So there it is. Shout outs to Kojima. Shout outs to Jordan Peele. So let's get ready for that. OD is the game that Kojima announced that was being made for Xbox. Remember the game with the faces? It was like screaming. It was like a dark background. I'll show it to you a little bit later. Just remind me, just in case I forget. But yeah, this is why I feel like he's gonna bring OD to the. This is in post-production right now. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. Y'all rocking with the gifted one, ladies and gentlemen. I keep telling y'all, man. I keep telling y'all. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. These are facts. We out here. We out here. That's like 7 years away. Now this is in post-production, my brother. Right here. This is in post-production. I believe we're going to see something about this in a couple weeks. Let's see if it comes. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. We're going to keep moving over on WCCF Tech. Cyberpunk 2 is officially in pre-production. Phantom Liberty has sold 10+ million units. And The Witcher 3 has now crossed over us millions. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So that is the news about this. It's a celebration. You know, I have not gotten the chance to finish Cyberpunk 2077. I will get to it at some point. I am gonna get to it. I'm gonna live stream it and I'm gonna run that on my PC to see how it's looking. But I do want to play the game. But yeah, the sequel is officially in pre-production. Also, presenting the successful quarterly results, CD Projekt Red Chief Financial Officer Piotr, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Sorry. This is what he had to say. On June 5th, Cyberpunk Ultimate Edition will be coming to the Nintendo Switch 2. Marking the global launch of the console itself, the game takes full advantage of the console's new features. Weapons can now be aimed gyroscopically, and touchscreen interaction is supported. For the first time ever, one of our games is a launch title for a brand new console system, which we regard as a great honor, as well as further proof of the power of our brand and our partners' trust in us. On the subject of Night City, the Phantom Liberty expansion has reached another sales milestone, having been purchased by 10 million gamers. This is an excellent result, given that only 20 months have passed since its release. That's crazy, bro. And it confirms sustained interest in the Cyberpunk universe on the part of the gaming community. Given these developments, it fills me with even greater satisfaction to announce another important stage in our work on the next big game in this franchise. Several weeks ago, Cyberpunk 2, previously referred to as Project Orion, wrapped up its conceptual phase and entered pre-production. Congratulations to the entire team. That's crazy, bro. And then he goes on to speak on The Witcher 3. Crossing over 60 million copies sold, you know. Having reached 2,400,000,000 PLN over the past decade. All right. The success and enduring popularity of The Witcher 3 fills us with even greater motivation as we work on series' new adventure in the upcoming Witcher 4. This is incredible, bro. That's incredible. You know what I'm saying? We got to give it up to them, man. I'm looking forward to Cyberpunk Part 2, and I am looking forward to The Witcher 4 taking on series. Listen, we in there day one. You understand? But yeah, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. And also yesterday I did bring you the footage of Cyberpunk running on the Switch 2. It looks perfectly fine running on that Switch console. I have no issues with how that game is, at least by what they're showing us. I got no issues, bro. That game looks good. It's running good. It looks good. Have at it. You want to play it there? Go ahead. It's there, bro. You know? So, yeah. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. We're going to keep moving. Because apparently Machine Games might have canceled an unannounced project here. Okay? Real quick. People were wondering, let me just read this part right here. Needless to say, given the developer's history, Wolfenstein fans are worried that the canceled game is none other than Wolfenstein 3. Following the launch of New Colossus in 2017, Machine Games worked on 2 spin-offs, the co-op game Youngblood and the VR game Cyberpilot, neither of which was well received. Back then, Bethesda's VP Marketing Hines had confirmed that a proper third installment to conclude the series was made, but the years went on without such an announcement. We know that the studio dedicated itself to Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, but it's possible that they had a team working on Wolfenstein and the project didn't pan out. Whether they will try again, now that the indie project is done, remains to be seen. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle was highly successful for Machine Games, earning unanimous praise from gamers and the press alike. The game had registered 4 million players by January 2025, although it's always complex to gauge how many of those were full-time sales. Game Pass in the mix. The subsequent launch on PlayStation 5 certainly helped. Microsoft gaming head, your boy, Phil Spencer, opened up to a sequel in an interview last month. At the same time, he made it quite clear he preferred Microsoft-owned teams to work on owned franchises, which Indiana Jones most definitely is not. Wolfenstein will fall in that category, but will Machine Games, Bethesda, and Microsoft give the franchise another try? I certainly. So there that is. They are working on a sequel, I believe, to Indiana Jones. That was said. Yeah, did he say? Yeah, he said that last month. That they are looking into doing a sequel, so maybe that's why the game got canceled. You know, they canceled because Indy flopped. I mean, I don't think it was because of that. I think it's because they're working on the sequel to Indiana Jones. You know, that's why I really feel like they canceled it. And being that it's a licensed IP, Disney, you know, it's like they were, like they said here, they were given high praises, that they did a phenomenal job. I'm pretty sure you've heard everybody say great things about Indiana Jones. So, you know, they know what comes with it. They know that it's going to Game Pass. They know this, bro. So it's like, does it matter to Microsoft? I don't think it does. I don't think it does, bro. Because they know it's going to Game Pass. And the only way you're going to see sales, it's if you cross over to PlayStation, which it did, but it did like 6 months from the initial release. By that time, you know, you basically shooting yourself in the foot by that point, you know? So if you only coming out on your platform, which you have Game Pass day and date, I'm pretty sure they knew that the sales was gonna be better. They just wanted a good game so they could get high praises, and things of that nature, and potentially, hopefully, sell on the rival platform. So I feel like they know this about their games, bro. They know this. They know it's going to Game Pass, bro. You know, they must have given Disney a bag for Indiana Jones. You know, they dealt with that. They said, "Give me the licensed IP, and we'll go on from there." Disney got their money already from them. Now it's up to them to sell the game. Apparently, they don't care. Just like they do with all their other games. They don't care how good or bad they game sells. Look at Doom, The Dark Ages, just the latest one. It didn't even sell 1 million copies, bro. All that marketing that went into Doom, The Dark Ages. They did a lot of promotion for that game. A huge AAA game. It didn't even do 1 million. I don't see them coming out here crying about it, being upset about it, making statements like, well, I don't see none of that. It is what it is. In their eyes, it is what it is. They're gonna continue on. So I believe it's because of that. I believe it's because they're gonna start working on, you know, Indiana Jones Part 2. But anyways, I'm gonna leave this right here. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. We're gonna keep moving. We're gonna cross over to VGC. And like I told y'all yesterday, I also brought this news to you yesterday as well, right? As far and like 3 other ones as well. All right. Thank you very, very much. Here we are. Apple to launch a dedicated video game app around the Switch 2 launch. The new app will replace Game Center, okay? So Apple is reportedly within days in an effort to bolster its position in the gaming space. The app will come pre-installed across Apple's suite of products in an effort to unify the tech giant's push into the gaming space. Okay? Yo, TJ, what it do, my brother? According to Bloomberg, the app will feature a centralized achievement system, leaderboards, and other communication tools. The app will be announced during Apple's Worldwide Developers Conference on June 9th. There's the date. That's 4 days after the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2. This new app will replace Game Center, Apple's current gaming social offering. Game Center debuted in 2010, and while it has remained part of Apple's video game infrastructure since then. It has received meaningful updates. Apple's gaming app will also integrate Apple Arcade, the company's subscription gaming service. Offers access to new and classic titles for a monthly fee. Editorial content about games on the Apple platform will also reportedly be a feature on this new app. This week, Apple made its first video game acquisition. RAC7, the 2-person developer behind Apple Arcade's 2019 hit Sneaky Sasquatch, will continue its partnership with Apple as an internal studio, it announced on Tuesday. So, speaking to Digital Trends last year, Apple Arcade Senior Director Alex Rothman cited that RAC7's Sneaky Sasquatch as one of the service's major success stories. So there it is, right? Apple, be ready. Apple is about to enter the video game space. Be ready for that. You know that Apple is, top 3 of the of wealthiest companies in the world. Apple is like top 3, bro. So they got money. Look at Apple TV Plus, bro. Go look at their movies. They pushing out movies into the theaters. You go look at their movies and their TV shows. They're hiring A-list actors, bro, that require a lot of money to hire, for a movie or a show. And it's like no biggie to them. So get ready for Apple. They're about to enter the space, and let's see what they do. Doesn't mean they're gonna be successful, but they're entering. Let's see what they do. We're gonna keep moving. We're over at Eurogamer. Apparently that Pokemon Legends Zeta A got a release date. So it will launch across Switch and Switch 2 on the 16th of October, and the pre-orders will begin on June 5th via the Nintendo eShop. So there it is. I'm not gonna last too long on this. That's what it is right there. It's gonna be on both Switches, okay? And that's coming out on October 16th, but pre-orders begin June. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. We're gonna keep it moving because apparently Microsoft is testing the Xbox Copilot on iOS and Android. Tom Warren here. Microsoft is starting to roll out an early version of its Copilot for gaming experience on iOS and Android. Testers can now access Copilot within the Xbox mobile app, allowing the assistant to work as a companion for downloading games, listing achievements, and much more. The first version allows you to quickly see Xbox achievements, get game recommendation based on your play history, and ask for tips or guides about complete games. You will also be able to use this Xbox Copilot, download and install games on your console. The Copilot for gaming, as it's officially called, even has a customizable voice that's similar to the ones found in the Microsoft's main Copilot. The chatbot interface is also similar across variants. They quote here, it's in this early version of the feature for mobile. You'll be able to access Copilot for gaming on a second screen without distracting you from your core gameplay, explains Taylor O'Malley, principal program manager at Xbox. The companion knows what game you're playing and understands your Xbox activity and answer any questions about these games you're interested in. Provide links to more information when its response includes web sources or answered questions based on your account, play history, and achievements. So that's it right there. I brought something like this to you. Hip Hop Gamer says made a video about this happening. I believe it was with G4. He was talking to somebody over at Nvidia. But yeah, this is it, and this is what it's gonna look like. By the way, let me bring myself down a little. So this is it right here. I am listening, and you let it be known. Tell me about the game Sea of Thieves. It gives you a description. You also say, show me where to get the runes in level 17, and it'll tell you right there, like a guide, if you need help or whatever. Oh, you gotta go into, the Lost Caves. Once you're in the Lost Caves, you're gonna see a little map or whatever. Things like that to help you through the game. So that's basically what it is. And you're gonna be able to do much more with it, right? So it is now the early stages. They gave it to some testers to test it out, so they are working on that right now. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one, because we're gonna keep it moving. And apparently Xbox is also working on the Xbox Elite Series 3. Okay, they're saying that is a real thing. All right, it's really happening. We're gonna go over here to the quotes here. I believe this is according to Jez Corden. He says, I also have it on good authority that Microsoft is working on a successor to the Xbox Elite Controller Series 2, assumedly called the Series 3, that will modernize and improve the offering leaps and bounds over the current model. Also, Microsoft has revealed new controller models in and around their E3 style showcase in the past. So perhaps now is a good time for the Series 3 debut. Time will tell. So they think that maybe on the Xbox showcase that we're about to see, they might bring this information to us. And hopefully it's a much better controller than because from what Jez Corden told us is that this is one item that it's almost certain that it gets sent back because it breaks easily, and there's a whole tons of issues with Series 2. So hopefully they could get it together, and the Series 3 could be a much, much better controller than the Series 2. Because even Jez Corden spoke bad about Series 2. He's had 4 of them already. Mind you, these Elite controllers cost $200. $200. He's had 4 of them. So hope that should tell you everything. Hopefully they come out and is much better than this one here. We're gonna keep moving. Real quick, Return to Silent Hill is targeting a Halloween or early 2026 release. All right. Return to Silent Hill is the adaptation of the second installment of the Konami saga, considering the most difficult to transpose to the screen. He explained that the film was completed in January of 2025, about 9 months behind the original planned April 2024 date due to difficulty with the executive producers. No official date has yet been revealed, but according to my sources, the film is looking for a favorable release date, either for Halloween, which will correspond to the film's horrific atmosphere, or the beginning of 2020, when the competition will be less significant. That's it right there. Drop it in Halloween. What are you talking about? Early 2020. Drop the thing in Halloween. It's a horror film. So there's that. I'm not gonna last too long on this topic. We're gonna keep moving, okay? Because we have now here over to real quick. We have now here our first RTX 5060 Ti desktop put into a mini PC. Okay? So, shortly before Computex, Zotac announced it will reveal the world's first mini PC equipped with a full desktop GeForce RTX 5060 Ti graphics card. First time ever. This recently released GPU is a 180 watt model and requires proper cooling, often resulting in a 2.5 slot triple fan design for desktop versions. Zotac's announcement that it would attempt to fit this card into a much smaller chassis was therefore surprising. But at Computex, the system was shown publicly, confirming that this configuration is indeed planned. Here's how it was achieved. This is the full desktop version of the card, and it includes 2 fans that resemble the blower-style coolers used on older GPUs. However, there's a catch. The card cannot be removed, replaced, or upgraded, despite having a custom cooler and PCB. GPU is actually soldered directly to the motherboard. Interestingly, Zotac connected all 16 PCIe lanes, even though the card only needs 8. The GB206 GPU doesn't support 16 lanes. This could suggest that Zotac is preparing for a higher end model or has another reason for doing so. But according to hardware.co, all lanes are connected. The final design will not include a translucent cover, but rather a honeycomb style casing as seen in the preview. Zotac has yet to confirm pricing or release date, so while it may be the first of its kind, for now it remains a prototype. So that's it right there. They don't have the release date. Big this up for you. Okay. And remember, this was shown at Computex, right? That just finished wrapping up. That's it right there. I'm just telling you. Look at how technology is moving. Okay? Look at how it's moving and pay attention. This right here, it's a desktop GPU inside this mini PC. Okay? This is not a laptop GPU. So you're getting a full desktop GPU in this mini PC. So think about that for a second. Think about that for a second. Exactly. It sounds like a console. Exactly. That's what they want it to be. That's exactly what they want it to be. They want you to think that it's like a console. Go ahead and buy it. Want to experience PC gaming? We got this little mini PC right here with a desktop GPU, by the way. Not a mobile, not a laptop, a desktop GPU. So you're getting the full enchilada up in here. All wrapped up in this little box. Ain't gonna take no space. Plug it in, bang, there you go. Get yourself a mini mouse, a little mini keyboard to put in those little tables that we have in our living room, that you just open it up and store it in them tables, close it up. It's out of sight. Out of sight, out of mind. Or is it the other way around? Well, that's exactly what they want it to be. This is what I'm talking about right here. Things are moving, bro. Things are moving. So if this is priced at a reasonable price, just think about it. This could be a great entry point. Somebody who's trying to make their way over to the market. Right here. This could be something great for them. Especially if you just a Dota 2, a Call of Duty Warzone gamer, you know, Apex Legends and all those games, Marvel Rival, like, light work. Plus, you're getting Steam on their Epic Game Store, Game Pass, PlayStation games. You're getting everything in that box. Getting everything in that box. So imagine that. Think about it. Getting everything from everywhere. PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, Epic. All of them. So think about it. Oh, yeah, it will be good for travel. Look, those are all ideas. Look at that. Good for traveling. There you go. You understand? This is what I'm trying to get people to understand. It's not like you traveling with a laptop, with a gaming laptop. Okay? Those laptops don't have the desktop GPUs. Those GPUs are built different. This right here has a desktop GPU. Don't think about it. You're gonna travel. You taking your damn mini PC with you, bro. Think about it. Steam, Epic, Xbox, PlayStation. The four of them wrapped up in this one mini PC right here. The four. Have access to all your games right now. I'm telling you, bro. Telling you. Technology is moving, and it's moving fast. Innovation is happening on. In the words of Satya, one of his favorite words. Cloud and innovation. We gotta be able to get the cloud and innovation. That's all he says. So, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. I just felt like I had to bring. Okay. Wanted a closer look. So it's attached directly to the motherboard. That's why you can't replace it. But look, listen, like, I think people will be just fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, not having to replace any parts or things like that. Console gamers don't want to be replacing parts, bro. Like, nobody trying to be doing all that. You know what you're gonna get. Figure out what the specs are gonna like. Everything about the mini PC. What type of games you're gonna be able to run and things like that. And from there, make your decision. Or just looking at this box, look at how comfortable it is. Look at how like Tim said, you could just fit that in your luggage when you're traveling and things like that. Easy as 1, 2, 3. We're gonna keep it moving. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. Okay? This is it right here. That's how they saying that is gonna come. It's not gonna come like this. Okay? When it does release, it's gonna look like something like this. A little small box with a desktop 5060 Ti in it. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that one. We're gonna keep moving, people, because we're nearing the end. So apparently, we're gonna stick here with PC. NVIDIA's DLSS 4 high performance mode strikes a good balance between the performance and ultra performance modes, delivering image quality on par with the latter with better performance. They got a video here. Cyberpunk 2077, Oblivion Remaster, Stalker 2, The Witcher 3 Next Gen, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 running on an RTX 4070 at 1080p with the official NVIDIA's DLSS 4 performance and ultra performance and the high performance mode. Okay? Which can be enabled in the NVIDIA app by setting the override super resolution 42% input resolution. The video that they got, I'm gonna show it to you. Okay. So the NVIDIA DLSS officially launched the RTX 50 series GPUs, introducing a new transformer models that delivers better image quality than the old CNN model. Okay. So again, this is running on a 4070 right here at 1080p. 4070 at 1080p. Well, I need you to understand. When I keep telling you about, do you want to cross over to PC? It depends on the game. A 4070 at 1080 resolution with NVIDIA's DLSS on. Let me show you how much a 4070 desktop cost you. Over the Best Buy. Go over to Best Buy. And a 4070 desktop gonna run you $1,800. And that's with a 1 terabyte SSD. 1. Not 2. 1. Just things I just bring to your attention so you can make a decision of your own. $1,800. That's without the monitor. Okay? One of those that's going to plug it onto your TV, and that's how you're going to be using your computer. Game there and things like that. But if not, that's just for that. That's to buy a monitor. After that, you got to buy your desk. Things of that nature. Okay? These are just things I need you to keep in mind. This is a 4070 we're talking about. This is supposed to be, a very, very good card. But it's up in here running 1080p games. This is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. Save up your money. So if you are trying to get into PC gaming, if you are somebody who likes high quality 4K and things like that, you're going to need more than the 4070. I'm just letting you know. Straight up. Straight up. This is good for that. You see that? 1080p. If you that type of gamer and you don't care, you go with 1080p, whatever, have at it. $1,800. That's what I'm telling you. Things like this, depending on what they price it at, This could sell like hotcakes right here. Depending on the price, if they price this at a good price, woo, this is gonna sell like hotcakes. A desktop GPU in it, bro. A 50 series Ti. Woo. That's gonna sell like hotcakes. This right here, you gotta be in your house. This right here, you can take it anywhere you want. 5060 Ti. I'm just letting you know. It all gonna come down to that price. But anyways, let me show you some of this footage here. Let me show you some of this footage so you can see how it runs, okay? Everything is on high, medium, 32 frames. Right here we have ourselves 4K DLSS 4 performance. Hold on a sec. Wait. It looks fine. Looks like it will fit a 4K TV better. Also, there you go. You see what I'm saying? You see how comfortable that little box could be? You plug that up right onto your TV, bro. You don't got to spend no more money, bro. You buy that little thing, you're going to have access to everything. Epic, Steam, Xbox, PlayStation. I'm just putting it out there. I'm bringing you this is what I do. Y'all rocking with the gifted one, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness. Let me see something. Where we at? This? Okay. So I took that off so you can see down here, okay? This is what they're running at. 4K DLSS 4 performance mode. This is giving it 50%, so it's at 1080p rendering, okay? 32 frames per second. Are you understanding? Performance. 4K DLSS 4 high performance. It has now dropped to 900p. 43 frames per second. Okay? Going. They have now gone into 4K DLSS 4 Ultra performance. 33%. It is now at 720p. It hasn't even reached 60 frames per second, by the way. I'm just letting you know. When I kept telling people to get a PS5 Pro, that it's going to be worth your money, that it is not a scam, I meant it. Because this is just the latest version right here. 4070 desktop. You understand? Using DLSS. Ultra performance, bro. Ultra. It's not reaching 60 yet. You want to be able to play them new games coming out, right? You want to be able to play them, right? I'm talking to you. Looking forward to all these brand new games coming out, things like that. You want to be able to? It's right here. It's right here. Pay attention. Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. Look at this. Look at this up here. Look at this. Look at this. Look, look. You see the difference? See the difference? Unbelievable. I'm not gonna play the whole video. Look at that, bro. Look at the difference from this one and this one, bro. Look. Look how ugly this looks, bro. Look at this tree. And look at this tree over here. Look at the first one and look at the last one. Horrible, bro. This is ultra performance right here, bro. Dropping it to 720p. Using DLSS. Look how ugly it is, bro. And this one over here looks way better, but it's running the game at 30 frames per second. On a 4070 desktop version, which is gonna run you $1,800. I better stop playing with me, man. Look at this. 47 frames on the right. 46, 45. You have DLSS Ultra on. The one on the left looks way better, but it's running at 27 frames per second. The one in the middle, 30 frames. We're gonna move on to the next game. This is Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered. 4K DLSS performance at 50%, 1080p, 39 frames. The next one, high performance, 900p, 40 frames. The next one, ultra performance, 720p, 51%. 51 frames, excuse me. Yo, TJ crazy, man. Look how, bro. You see how ugly that looks? You see how ugly that looks? $52 frames. Bro, you're not getting to 60 frames yet, bro. We're not even at 60 frames yet. We're not even at 60 frames yet. We're not even reaching it, bro. It hasn't even hit it. Not once, bro. This is using DLSS Ultra Performance. High performance. Performance? High performance? Ultra. Gotta drop. You damn near dropped the game to 720p, and you still can't get to 60 frames. You understanding? I keep telling y'all, stop playing with me. Coming up in here talking about, you could do it with a 4060 better than a PS5 Pro. Show me. Because we moved up from a 4060. We at a 4070 right now. And we're using Big Daddy DLSS at that. And we still haven't hit 60 yet. We're going to move on to the next game. Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl. There we are, 1080p, 57, 900p, 57. We're about to hit it right now. 720p, 64 frames. Unbelievable, bro. Look at this. Bro, look at this image. Look how ugly these trees look over here. Are you how ugly this looks? That's the sacrifice that you have to make in order to get just 64 frames. Just to be able to get it up to 64 frames. Look at this over here. The difference how much better this one looks over here at the left, which you just performance, not ultra, but you gotta bring your the image quality down to 720. Look at it. You're looking at it in real time right there. $54, $55. Let me see real quick. $56. Look, we not at 60. They might have been at 60 at that when they were stopped over there. 59. Come on, you can do it. There you go. There you go. You can do it. You can do it. There you go. We're going to keep moving now to the next game, Witcher 3. This should be able to destroy this game. 4070 should be able to run this game like nada. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Finish him.
I ain't showing y'all no. I'm just letting you know. Ultra, listen. It's using DLSS Ultra Performance. Okay, Ultra. It should be running through them games over 60 frames. No issues whatsoever, bro. And look, that's a 4070, bro. That's a 4070. Trying to do all that. $1,800. That's all I'm gonna tell you. That's gonna do it for the live, for the main topics of the show. Those of y'all who made it this far, man, I appreciate y'all. We're just gonna chill for a little bit. We take questions, comments, concerns. The floor is officially yours. Before we do that, let me see if I got some rapid fire news for y'all real quick. Let me see here. If I had some rapid fire. Open up. Nah, I spoke to you. Oh, the rematch beta is now live. Okay, on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox. So if you got in, just know that it's live, so you can go ahead and play it. Okay. I spoke to you about all of. Kojima's working on a anime adaptation of Death Stranding, so be on the lookout for that. Doing an anime version of it. And yeah, I think we're good right now. I think we're good. We're gonna open up the questions, comments, let me do this. And do this. What's that thing on? All right, people. Talk to me, man. All right, people. The floor is officially. I make sure y'all smash that like button, man. You know how was the show? All the topics we discussed, questions, comments, concerns. Holla at me, man. What's going on? Crazy. Let me see. So yeah, Tim, you liking that little mini PC, right? I'm telling you, bro. Yo, my brother TJ. I appreciate that, my brother. Facts. I appreciate you pulling up. Oh, and I know any chance you get, you always be here. You always pull up. Even to say what's up. So I appreciate you, my brother. Hope everything is good with you, bro. You know how it is. Like I said earlier, the tech is getting small enough to be the same thing as a console. There you see, Tim, that's what I'm talking about. Mike, oh, you got your code? There you go, bro. Have you played it yet or not? Let me know if you did play it. Let me know how you like it. Oh yeah, Tim. Technology. That's why I keep saying, like, tech is moving so fast. You know, technology is moving so fast, bro. Crazy. Like, you be able to fit a desktop G2, a 50 series into that small box is crazy, bro. I'm telling you, it all depends on the price of that thing. If that price is good, it's gonna sell like hotcakes. I got a feeling we'll see Wolverine this year. If they do a showcase, we would see it. If they don't do a showcase, I don't think we're gonna see it. Everybody has a 4K TV now. Yep, exactly. 5060 Ti is worth it. Oh, exactly. No. I haven't booted up Rematch. I have not booted it up yet. I haven't gotten a chance to play. Yeah, the Apple ecosystem. Oh, yeah. Nah. I haven't done a only way you ask segment. I haven't done. Yeah, if all the right tech is there, absolutely. Absolutely. No? But listen, man, that they headed in the right direction with that. No? But that seems like just like all the reasons you mentioned, Tim. You know, like you could travel with it, plug it right into your TV. No, it's so convenient. So convenient, bro. You got a desktop GPU in that thing. It's crazy, bro. It'll look like a damn, like you could place that and it won't even look ugly in your living room space. Like a little small box like that. You think that's like a cable box or something. It fits right in. Like, you know? Yeah, I had a code since the last time, remember? I just wasn't able to stream it. I wasn't able to stream the game. I was having some issues there. But I'm gonna see if I do this time. I'm gonna see if I do this time. Let me. If anything else came. Somebody leaked a Switch 2 intro. I am not gonna show that. It is out there. Like the boot up screen and all that. Somebody leaked. I think that's it. I don't think there's. Oh, you could also try out Civilization 7 to a PlayStation Premium member. So you could try out Civilization 7 and you can try out Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Try both those games out right now. You are a premium member. What's this? So apparently Colin. Okay, let me read you this right here. Let me read you this tweet from Colin Moriarty, okay? Seems like he's trying to like clear some things up, okay? Because probably are taking what he said like crazy, right? Yeah, traveling with a desktop takes up a lot of room in a vehicle. Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, it was so easy to get a code, right? I know. That's what I was saying. And And even ARC Raiders, bro, it was so easy to request a code from to ARC Raiders. It was all depending on did you get in or not. That's all. But the process, 1, 2, 3. You click here, you're in. And wait for confirmation. That's it. Well, they made it so easy. And Bungie made it so difficult, bro, to try to get access to that damn alpha. Like, bro, like, relax. Why you gotta make things so difficult? Relax yourself. Yeah, also the fact that it could tip over easily. Exactly, bro. You liking that little mini PC, right? So let me read you this thing from Colin Moriarty, okay? This is what he had to say on all this. So, he says here, pause this. He says here, please pardon the longish, typically hate these. I hate the 10 tweet thread even more if I'm being frank. So I truly appreciate people listening to Sacred Symbols and mining it for news. Really, I think it's awesome. An enormous number of industry are loyal listeners and viewers of the show and tell us things all the time. Sometimes, with their blessing, we relay that info to you, all meant for public consumption. We are a show for all comers. It's important that we are quoted accurately and in context. I'm noticing this issue more and more, not only with my own school, but with a lot of other people in the space too. I want to stress that this outlet I'm using as an example, certainly not only culprit, so I don't mean only pick on them. During an hour-long discussion about Marathon on Sacred Symbols, episode 360, I said verbatim, I was told by someone familiar with marketing plans in a key overseas market that there are now no plans to do paid marketing for Marathon at all. I don't know if those plans were affected by what has recently happened, or if that was always the plan or whatever. But it is considered a fairly unusual move for a game of this high profile. Quote, me talking about immediately known plans in a single territory doesn't equal to Sony has canceled all its paid marketing Marathon, he quotes. Maybe they have. I have no idea. It actually wouldn't surprise me. The game is clearly in enormous peril and should be delayed. But that's not what I said. Not what I reported. The big difference. I just personally don't think it's too much to ask of that when one uses our content. What was actually said is, quote, spirit, context, and nothing more. Thank you for reading, and thank you for your support. As always, see you on Sacred. Colin. That's it right there. Maybe there has been people out there misquoting him, that he had the need to come out here and say all those things, which you know people do all the time. But yeah, that's what he had to say about the host. And you know, people, you know how people are, bro. You know how people are in this industry, within this space. So I'm glad he came out here and cleared up, you know? Rightfully so. And like he said, he gave his full honest opinion on it, kept it moving. That's all. OD trailer, let me pull that up. Let me pull that up for you. That up for you. This is the Kojima game that he was working on.
The hungry purple dinosaur ate the kind zingy fox, the jabbering crab, and the mad whale and started vending and quacking.
The hungry purple dinosaur ate the kind zingy fox, the jabbering crab, and the mad whale and started vending and quacking.
The hungry purple dinosaurs ate the kind zingy fox, the jabbering crab, and the mad whale, and started vending and quacking.
Unreal. Xbox Game Studios, Kojima. There it is. So that's the one. Let me know what y'all think about that. Know what y'all think about. But yeah, that's the one that he was working on. I believe we're gonna see that this summer game. That's a 2027 game. It says that it's already in post production, bro. It's already in post production. It looks like it's ready to go. No, that's why I feel like it's gonna come. We're gonna get something from it. This year's summer game. No, he's been working on that for a while now. Yeah, had good facial animation. Yep, exactly. Exactly. I gotta look up the reviews for 1886. I mean, kind of like makes no point. You know what I'm saying? That's out of, it got a 63 out of 95. 95. And the highest score it got was a 95. It only got one in the 90s. 680, 683, 180. Had a couple 80s, few 80s. Then it starts dropping into 70. Station Universe with a 5. Game Informer with a 7. Lifestyle with a 80. Oh. Game Informer with a 70. Station Universe 5. PlayStation official magazine Australia 70. IGN 65. Push Square 60. Video Gamer 60. GameSpot 50. My goodness. Games Radar Plus 50. Impulse Gamer 50. The New York Daily News 50. Edge Magazine 40. Digital Trends 20. My goodness. A 20. The Order 1886 is a terrible game. Not because it's broken or made without skill. Certainly not because it's average length, story-driven shooter with minimal replay value. It's just a bad game. Forgettable in every conceivable way and safely ignored by all but the most ardent trophy hunters. Got some pretty rough scores, my bro. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Crazy. I should play it. It's a good game. That Ronin was trash, but it wasn't. It was like $15. I'll see if I get some if I get some time. Get it popping. I'll see if I get some time. Gunplay was solid. Okay. Yo, Mike, I appreciate you, my brother. Yo, Mike, I appreciate you. Facts. Gunplay was solid. Voice acted solid. Story was solid. It was just a short game. 5 hours. Okay. Dropping a bomb for my brother Mike. All right. If it's a short game like that, then I could definitely try it out, because I could beat that game in one sitting. I'll beat it. Yeah, definitely. It's all cap. That's crazy. Pretty bad scores though, bro. Because I know we get bad scores, right? Hold up. I know we get bad scores. Wait, what was this one? Listen, bro. Get bad scores, but it even has a user score of a 6 point. Okay, a 6.8. The Metacritic was a 63. So they're not too off from the critics. The users that we're talking about. Okay? Go to Rise of the Ronin. It got a 76 compared to that 63. And the user score is 7.9, basically a 80 over the 68, I believe it was, of user score of order. That's 1,500 users. That's 127 critics. Oh. If it's like a 5-hour game, I appreciate that though, Mike. Nah, I'll try it out, Lunchi. I'll try it out. If it's like a 5-hour game, I'll try it out. Everything that they Toxic wasn't giving a fair review. Absolutely. 100%. That's 100%. Five hours, it was like 8 hours. Hated the game because it was exclusive. Jake Baldina, time to kill this game. Yeah, I seen it. I seen the trailer for the. I seen the trailer to the. If I get time, I'll definitely check it out. I'll definitely. Have you heard any news about PSSR 2.0? Nah, not yet, bro. I haven't heard anything about it. We waiting. Know it's gonna be good. You know it's gonna be top notch, bro. I can't wait for 2.0 to come out. I can't wait for 2. I know Mark Cerny's cooking up something real nice. No? Cooking up something real nice. Gotta wait. You haven't heard anything either? It's good though. It's good that we haven't heard anything. I don't need like constant update. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what you gotta do, and you bring us when they bring out the news. I know it's gonna be like the update is gonna be crazy, bro. I just know. And people are gonna be saying, like, yo, look what you could do now. Like, it's gonna be crazy, bro. The Switch 2 will be compatible with the Elgato capture cards. Elgato just finished that out. Okay. Y'all looking to stream the Nintendo Switch 2 games and like that. Issue. Okay. I'll bring that into the Let's see how that goes when you stream it, though. Nintendo. talking trash about Mind's Eye. Oh snap, Mind's Eye's right here. No, I was just reading something on it. Just keep talking trash about it. That if I was Leslie Benzies, I'd hold off Mind's Eye for a lot longer. There's currently a big PR storm on the game overall. The game is being heavily ridiculed over poor gameplay into late 20, early 20. Back. So basically, they're trying to say, like, being like he's stubborn, and no, he's not trying to listen to nobody. Not taking constructive criticism, and he's just doing what he wants. Like, he's gonna put out the game no matter what. Basically. So there's a lot going on, you know, around this game. It's crazy, bro. Though I will be getting it. Hey, I'm gonna play it day one. Locked in here. Gonna be bringing you day one. What I'm saying? We're gonna see what's really going. Really going. What? Let me see. I have not excited about it. I'm usually right about these things. I was talking about PSSR 2.0. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know what you was talking about, bro. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that update, bro. The PSSR right now. Remember all the things that that they were saying about it. That it was already better than FSR 3, I believe it was, or something. And the PSSR just came out, you know, that it was already close to DLSS. Remember when it first came out, everything that was being said about it. People are gonna be using it. The Assassin's Creed Shadows director, developers, that from now on they're gonna be using PSSR over TAA. Like, it's so many things. So many good things coming out of PSSR. Just imagine what 2. And then imagine what 3.0 is going to. Once they got this thing going, like, that's it. Once the ball is rolling. Imagine that. And then imagine when the place. Forget about it. Day one, you buying this right here, Lunchi? You still buying it or not? Or you switched up? You changed your mind? I'm still getting this, bro. I gotta see for myself, bro. I just have to. I have to. Exactly. So, get ready, because Mark Cerny ain't no game. He in the lab right now cooking. He's in the lab right now cooking. I think that's '96 came out today. Oh, June 5th. Okay, it's coming out June 5th. That's crazy, bro. $150. 96 XT. Oh yeah, that's the one I told y'all about. Yeah. That's the one I told you about. $350, bro. Coming out June 5th. 1440p gaming at finest. Nasty work. AMD FSR 4. Nasty work. Yeah, I know. I heard about that, Michael. Yeah, that's what everybody been saying. It's been getting like hated on. You getting Mind's Eye? It looks fun. Yeah, it looks fun, bro. It looks fun. It looks like a good time. It looks like what, like, you know. I feel like if it would have been $10 less, people would have been a little bit more open to still like getting the game. Since it's $59.99, that might be why some people are like really on the fence now. But you're gonna get a lot with the game, bro. I showed you the roadmap yesterday. They got a lot of plans for that game. If it comes out at launch and it's not doing too good, you know, they're gonna keep updating the game. This project as a long-term project, I'm kind of like really like push it, you know? But let's see what happens. But yeah, man, we're gonna end it right here, man. Thanks to everybody who tuned in today. You know, made something out of nothing. Oh, let's do over here. What we do over here? I'm rocking with the gifted one here. Shout out to everybody who made you know, go here to everybody. Thank you. For those of y'all who always keep the chat alive, goes a long way. So I appreciate y'all very, very much. To the members of the channel, shout out to all of you. Please remember to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share out the stream. We offer memberships that top or in the looking at those of y'all on Twitch who tuned in today. Everybody over there that side, appreciate it. And thank y'all, man. I hope to catch y'all here tomorrow. Hopefully you had a great time here with me today. I was able to give you some form of entertainment. That being said, gentlemen, boy, gifted one. I'm going to catch y'all next one. I'm gone.